Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Hummel, the Tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Murovanka, and it's under the command of Angelina75. And yes, this is another replay in the contest to win the weekend lie-in on Sunday morning. Game on! Okay, so they're at it again. As you know, the rules of the contest are such that it must be played in Arty, and it's to get the best results. So the highest mastery wins, and if they've both got the same mastery, then it goes down to medals, and if they've both got the same medals, then it goes down to the win 8. If you win the ace tanker, you win the weekend lie-in outright from that point onwards, so there's no need for further participation in the contest. But so far this week, neither of them have actually managed an ace tanker, and they have done ace tankers many times in the past, so it's not beyond their capabilities. Okay, Murovanka map, looking at the center line, a Skoda T25 has turned up. Angelina's aiming to try and get a hit, rounds out. She gets a hit the first shot. 211 hit points of damage, and she's changing position to avoid counter battery. Now both Talon and Angelina are on the NA server, and there's an awful lot of counter battery on that server, as you may know if you are on there. So you do need to change position after every shot, or at least move slightly. Her next shot gets a direct hit on an ARL 44. She's in a tier 6 game with only tier 6 tanks. You see 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of her howitzer, and she's using the stock howitzer because, of course, the stock howitzer has a much better trajectory, faster fire rate, and it also has more ammunition. So it's much better all round than having the top gun. It is actually the same gun on, or same howitzer as on the Gorilla. Okay, dialing in on the ARL 44. Wait for it. Trying to work out where he's going. Rounds out. Wasn't close enough there. I think she wasn't leading the target. She was ahead of it. But then I think Angelina felt that the tank was going to come forward, not go backwards. And he did actually keep going backwards. Okay, she's found a different target now, a Thunderbolt right at the back. Now they do have heavy armor on the front of the vehicles, so if she does hit him, she's probably not going to penetrate him, because she's only got 36mm of pen. Well, she gets 167 hit points of actual damage and 113 of stun assist. Okay. The Hummel, as you may know, was basically a Panzer IV chassis with Panzer III driving gear, and it was created to carry the heavy howitzers, the Schwer howitzers, the 15cm howitzers. This one is capable of doing 480 alpha, penetrating 36mm of armor, and the standard reload is 25.31 seconds, but Angelina's got that down to 20.5. Lining up her next shot. She could go for the ARL 44 or the 3K. Okay, that looks good. Rounds out. And she gets the kill shot with that one. Okay, changing her position. Again, avoids the enemy counter battering her. The enemy Arty are a Hummel and an M44, so they more than likely can hit this far. And it may be purely the fact that they're aiming at our tanks at the moment that is why they're not focusing on us. In fact, we can see that one of their Arty just struck our VK3002M, and every time those little rings appear, it tells you where the enemy is aiming for. Okay, we've got the VK and the Churchill 7. She's lined up on the Churchill 7, but she doesn't fire. Okay, going for the VK. Rounds out. Yes, she gets a direct hit for 122. It's all racking up. Okay. Well, we're even on the numbers at the moment. But I think we do have some fairly good position here. We just lost our M44 to the enemy Hummel, so he is counter-batterying. Okay, going for the Cromwell. Rams out. Gonna miss. So we do know we need to be careful because they are counter-batterying us. And Angelina's moving about quite a lot to avoid being hit. She's also changing the angles, which means that she can get access or get hits on other enemy vehicles from different angles. The more you move about, the better the chances are you're going to get a shot on target. Okay, she's going for the Cromwell. He's in the village, moving about. You can see the enemy Arty just tried to nail our T-78 and failed. He's behind that house, I think. We haven't got a spot on him, but we can see that KV2. He's hiding behind that house to avoid being hit struck by Arty as well. Okay, there's the Cromwell. He's on the move. And he's a one-shot. Bit late on the shot. Needed to put a bit lead on because the Cromwell is a fast-moving tank. So you have to extend your lead quite a bit. And we just lost our VK3002M. So we're one tank down on the enemy at the moment. Okay, fires into the distance. Nope, doesn't get anything from that one either. Quite a good change in position. This is going to help because it stops the enemy from doing counter battery. And look at that, they fired at the position where Angelina was located, but she's not there anymore. So you see, Angelina's very smart. She avoided being hit by that one. Now she's going for the VK. Need to lead the target a lot more. Remember, he's moving quite quick, and she can see the destruction he's causing. But when she fired the shell in, it was a little too late because you could see that he knocked over the tree before the shell even arrived. Our teammates are saying that we've left the flank open. We're 2 tanks down on the enemy now. And she's right, actually. The flank is wide open on the Magic Forest. I think the T-78's a bit concerned. And the KV2 is, well, he's still in the village. Okay, Angelina going to the move, to aim. Oh no, she's quickly typing in. Oh, enemy Hummel. Enemy Poodle, rather, I should say. He's moving out down the red line, the back line of the map. Just lining up the shot. That looks about right. Rounds out. And he goes down after taking a stun, which means Angelina's picked up some stun assist off that one. Okay, so we're 1 down on the enemy now. And she's loaded, ready to go. Well, we believe the KV2's behind that building there. But nobody spotted him for a while. The T-78's up high, so he probably can spot some distance. Enemy BK spotted just south of the center line. Again, he's hiding behind the houses. Basotto trying to make a move on the cap area. Line up the shot ahead. Let it dial in. Oh, the T-78 saw him. And the T-78 is being focused on by the enemy Arty again. And I can hear destruction going on nearby, so there must be somebody moving in that general area. I can hear destruction. Normally when you're actually in the aim mode, you can hear destruction that's happening locally where you're looking at. And that will give you a clue as to where the enemy is. We've got the Skoda moving ahead of us, so that might help if he spots the VK. Okay, Angelina's telling her teammates that she's looking in that general direction. It always helps if you can ping the ground to say, that's where I'm looking, because there might be an enemy down that way. We know the VK was last seen down there. Our teammates know the VK was seen down there. So all we need is for somebody to spot where those enemy tanks have gone. There he is, VK3601H. Rounds out. Direct hit, 56 hit points. He's stunned, and he's taking fire. I think that might have been the Skoda who actually fired that one in. Got 223. Obviously, he's got the 88mm gun. So we're changing position to avoid counter battery. Ready to go. T-3485M's moving in. The Skoda's pulling back. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be pushing forward to help the T-34. They found it's the KV-2, and they found one of the Arty. It's the Hummel. He's turning at the back. Rounds out. Well, got a piece of him, but we lost the T-3485 to the KV-2. Yeah, so the Skoda actually worked against us there because he didn't go forward, and as a consequence, we lost the T-3485. We know where the KV-2 was last seen, but we don't know where he is right now. Having a quick look. There he is, VK again. Rounds out. Direct hit again, 142 hit points this time. He's not quite a one-shot for us, but he certainly is for the T-78, who's pulled back all the way to the cap area, so he's no use to us at all. The Skoda, well, he's not really looking. In fact, we're now almost as far up as he is. The spotting range on this Arty is not that great. It's only 265 meters. We've got coming up to 2-minute mark, and the Skoda's pulling back all the way to the red line. So this doesn't look like this is going to be a win at all. It could be a draw. And the enemy Arty is actually focusing on the Skoda as he's moving back. There's the 2-minute warning. This is not a good game. The tanks are not playing as they should. They're being very cautious. Yeah, other people are saying actually those two should push. Well, the enemy tanks should push, yes. But I'm afraid the situation is that our teammates are actually being complete pussies because they're not spotting for us. And, well, we found the VK again. Lining up a shot, rounds out, long way away. And the shell goes in, but whoa, the M44 was very quick on that one. And he did get some damage on us. 160 hit points, so we have to change position. Of course, that Hummel is the same one we hit. We did damage of 95 hit points to him. He did far more to us. But we're into the last minute now, and it's not looking like this one's going to be a victory. It looks like this is going to be a draw. The enemy RT fired behind us. He missed us. The Hummel on the enemy team is actually pulling forward. It's coming towards us. We can take him out now. Oh, it was a splash. The shell went to the left. She did get a shot off, but... And the Hummel's failed to hit us. He actually shot behind us. and he got taken out by the Skoda T40. But we're down to the last few seconds of the game. KV2 coming in. Let's see if we can get a hit on him. Well, he's being shot at by the T78 when he's trying to get at the Skoda. But we're running out of time. 5 seconds left. This is going to be a draw. And, yep. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a second-class tanker for Angelina in the Hummel. She managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 10, and she got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. Her win rate was only 1,522, which is good, but not fantastic. She's done much better in the past. If we look at the team score, we can see she managed to get the 3rd highest damage on her team, but not the 3rd highest damage overall, because there were other players on the enemy team who actually managed to do more damage than she did. In fact, there were 5 of them on the enemy team, which actually means that, including the 2 that were ahead of her on her own team, she's in 8th place on damage. The highest damage in the game was the Skoda T40, who did 1,901. The 2nd highest damage was the T78, who did 1,900. And the 3rd highest damage was the VK3601H on the enemy team with 1,837. When it came to Angelina, she got 1,113, which, yeah, as I said, 7th place. When it came to kills, though, we can see that the T78 managed 4 kills, the KV2 managed 3, the M44, the Cromwell, and the Skoda T40 all managed 2 kills apiece. The Cromwell got a patrol duty in that game as well. And yes, we can see that that M44 was quite effective during the game. Angelina only got the 1 kill in the game. When it came to base XP, it was actually the T78 did the best with 719. In 2nd place was the Cromwell with 521. And in 3rd place was the ARL 44 with 461. Angelina got 412 in that one, despite the fact that she did get the Courageous Resistance Award for getting an epic medal, or Battle Hero medal, rather. She fired 20 shots. It's a lot of ammunition expended during that game. Usually that would at least yield something like a 1st class or an ace tanker, but I'm afraid she wasn't getting enough spotting from her teammates. 8 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, and 13 splash. Damage of 1,113, of all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 1. There's the Confederate. Only 119 hit points of damage assistance and 592 of stun assist off 12 stuns. So severely lacking on the stun assist in this game. On a free-to-play account, she ended up with a profit of 12,793 credits for the game. And she also got 683 XP at the end as well. But sadly, yes, I'm afraid she didn't do as well as she thought she might. And we can see that if we look at the previous battle where she set the lead, she had a 2nd class, a counter battery fire, and a bruiser in that game. So this game is actually an improvement, because this time around she's got a 2nd class bruiser and a Confederate. And the Confederate is an actual medal as such, so that does count. But the win rate is lower than she managed the last time, because that was higher. So I'm afraid that means that Angelina's lead has not changed. She's still in the lead, but let's have a look at the first game that was sent in by Talon after Angelina sent in the Hummel replay. On the 2nd replay, we have talon1958, and he's on the northeast spawn of Live Oaks. Game on. Well, he's landed in a tier 9 game with tier 8 tanks in it. He's in the Soviet 212A, the tier 9 Soviet SPG, armed with the 203mm howitzer. He's capable of doing 900 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armor with that howitzer, and also 10.4 meters burst radius, so 20 meters diameter. Okay, enemy tanks are in sight already. They tried to cross the lake, and well, one of them got spotted. Rounds out. Oh, accidentally hit our own teammate there. That's annoying. Yeah, we stunned our teammate, and he got taken out, actually, the G-Saw. That's not good news. That might affect, well, It won't turn him blue, but it certainly will antagonize the G-Saw. Okay. Talon's got a new position to fire from. Of course, that's so important on this map to avoid counter battery. Okay, A phase 1. Lining up. Ready to go. Rounds out. Direct hit! Right on the money. 451 hit points. And he's getting stun assist straight away. So, good start. I think if only that shot and the G-Saw had been fired just a fraction of a second earlier, I think he might have actually hit the enemy tank and given our G-Saw a chance to take him out, but just didn't work out that way in the end. Okay, towards the town we've got a TS-54. And styling in as quickly as he can. Almost ready. Rounds out. Direct hit again! 356 hit points this time. Changing position. Okay, don't get too close though. Okay, good. Skoda T50. It's a little further back. He's on the hill shooting at our teammates. He's just about to wait. Oh, he's emptied his mag now. So he's pulled back to reload. Just check and see where he goes. And round about there. That's it. Oh, don't overcorrect. That's a direct hit. He got it exactly right. You just wait and see where they're hovering, and then you put the shell in at the hover point, and you'll usually get a direct hit, and he did get one. Now there's an AMX1390 who's down by the lakeside. Talon's aware of him, and he's trying to find a good position, and he doesn't need to worry now because the AMX1390 just got wiped out. Okay, there's... Oh, he hit him in the rear! You can see the mark where he hit him on the engine deck of that Skoda. Okay, that's about right. Fires the round in. Lose sight of the target. Our teammates are now flooding out of the town towards that hill. There is still a T-30 there, but I don't think he's going to be there for much longer. Yes, because he's now receiving fire from more than a few directions at the same time. There he is. Okay, in the meantime, we can have a go at these guys, including a Borsig. The M103 has killed the enemy T-30, so we now need to get around in here. Rounds out. Looks good. It is good. 192, and he got the stun assist. So he's over 1,000 actual damage and 600 stun assists already. This is exactly the sort of start we needed from Talon. One where he's hitting lots of enemy tanks, getting big hits, and getting stun assist. And the enemy's losing players as well. They're 4 down on our team now. Okay, the enemy ELC's just gone down, so we're now going after the Chieftain P over on the other side of the map. That looks about right there. Rounds out. Looks good. It is good. 403 hit points right into the side of him. It looks like the enemy team is now desperate, and he's getting stun assist from that Chieftain as well. The enemy's desperate because our guys are getting very close to the enemy cap. So this game may be over very, very quickly. Okay, T103. Just over the railway line from the cap area. 13 centimeter gun. Rounds out, looks good. Direct hit. And we can see one of the enemy Artys making a quick escape. Unfortunately, we're not loaded yet, but that Lorraine 15551, he goes down. Okay, there's the Chieftain P. Got a Progetto 46. Well, is he trying to go back to his own cap? No, he's not. Actually, he's trying to come towards our cap, which is rather strange if you think about it. Okay, leave the target. Oh, he's tracked. Rounds out. Direct hit and kill. Oh, this is very good play. It's a very fast battle, though. We are capping with 2, and it looks like the enemy's not going to be able to come back from this one. They've definitely lost the game. More than lost the game. In fact, it could be over very, very soon indeed. 7 seconds left. Talon's just repositioning himself. He's not loaded, but he is loaded momentarily, and we've capped out to win before he can get another shot off. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a third-class tanker for talon1958 in the 212A. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7. And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win 8 was 2,602, which is Unicum standard, but sadly that's not enough to beat Angelina. Let's have a look at the rest of the team results first. Well, we can see the high damage was done by the Shure MV7X, who got 3,020 hit points of damage out of that game. Second highest damage actually went to the M103 on our team with 2,588. And the third highest damage went to Talon with 2,568, just beating the T30 on the enemy team by 1 hit point. Yes, their best player was beaten by Talon. So that means he is definitely third place on damage. When it came to kills, though, it was the M103 did best with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Shure MV7X and also to the Hawk 30. And 2 kills went to the Kampfpanzer 3? It's that new tank, isn't it? It's the flat tank. Yes. And only 1 kill for Talon. But there was only 3 players on the enemy team who managed to get a kill at all in that game. And when it came to base XP, he's actually a little further down the table because the Shure MV7X got 1,122, the only player over 1,000 base in the game. 874 went to the M103, 792 to the Hawk 30. And then down in 6th place, we've got Talon with 689 base experience points, beating anyone on the enemy team for that matter. But unfortunately, it wasn't a very high result. Let's have a look at detail. Well, that's the reason it's a very, not a great result, because he only got 9 shots off. Normally, if you want to get a good battle, you want at least maybe between 11, 13, 15 shots if you can in a game. But sadly, this game ended so quickly, only 6 minutes long, that he only managed to get 9 shots out. But he did get 6 direct hits on the enemy and 11 splash. Damage of 2,568, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 80 the enemy, killed 1, so there's the Confederate. And he got 1,130 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. If only he'd got a bit more on the stun assist, I think he might have got a second-class tanker, and then he would have been a serious contender to take the lead from Angelina. He earned a profit from the game of 72,461 credits, and he also took away 2,067 XP. He said a second class would have been nice, but as it's a win, yes, it's a win, it is a win, but unfortunately, it means that you're not in the lead, because Angelina is still in the lead with a second class, a Bruiser and a Confederate. Even with a slower win 8, it still beats the score that Talon just achieved with a third class Bruiser and a Confederate. So yes, unfortunately he's going to have to go back to the drawing board and start again. In fact, I do know that they have got 2 more replays for me to do, but I'm going to put those in a new video so you can see that one separately. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.